Hello you guys, my name is Pavel and welcome to my first video ever on YouTube. We'll be making a small speed paint today, starting with the line art. For this line art, I used Stettler pigment liners as we can see here in the video. And let me tell you people, I have been abusing this for over 2 years and they still work pretty well. On a side note, oh my god you guys, the universe really tests me out while recording this video, I swear to god. Everything that could go wrong did. But instead of scrapping it all out, I decided to finish it out anyways. Starting something new is never easy, and sometimes it can be a little disheartening when things do not go as planned. Which is exactly what happened here. Halfway recording, my light started to randomly shut off, and I couldn't figure out why. It was driving me crazy, but I stopped, took a deep breath, and told myself, if Britney could recover from 2007, I can put off with this insignificant inconvenience. I stand Britney, if you couldn't tell, LOL, hashtag free Britney. Well, talking a bit about my drawing here, I made an anthropomorphic Capricorn because A, that's my sun sign, and B, I love hot anime guys. What can I say? There'll be a lot of anime guys on this channel, let me tell you that. So if you like random things turn into hot anime guys, you better hop right on this train, people, because you're in for a treat. Let me tell you that. Here we're just erasing that pencil off a bit. For this illustration, we'll be using alcohol markers from several different brands. I have just a bunch of them that I have been buying all over the place. I wish I could tell you more about my process, but I was so frustrated at this point that I was not planning much. I was just dragging myself to complete the thing, and I did not choose a color palette. And I was pretty much choosing on the spot the colors to use, which, well, does not always work, and I don't think it worked all that well for this illustration anyways. Well, continuing with the process, I started coloring the picture and it was going alright, I guess. I chose a deep skin color because I decided to make this a little bit of a self-insert, but not quite. So I began by laying the shadows first and then going over with the base color, which I chose incorrectly, by the way, and they ended up being too close to each other to give any sort of contrast whatsoever, so I ended up choosing a different color. Alright you guys, let's just take a moment to appreciate this. What am I even doing here? Am I living my beauty blogger moments or what? But anyway, yes queen, slay I guess. I wouldn't even name the colors because this process is such a mess anyways. Enjoy looking at my also messy nail polish, I guess. These marking showing moments where I'll try to show you guys the markers I'm using will continue throughout all the speed paints, so please I beg you to put up with them, even though they're not the most useful whatsoever, but sorry I guess. Well, from here on the process goes on pretty much the same. I lay down the shadows and highlights and then go over with the base color. So I'll try to elaborate on what I wanted my first video to be before everything went down in flames, to say it somehow. So let's talk about Capricorn. Capricorn is always perceived as serious and cold, distant and emotional detached. And you know what, they're right. I can 100% confirm that information. But we're also not content with being overachievers ourselves. We have to go to extents to pressure every other sign around us. But there are not only negative traits to Capricorn, we also have our good side. We are very objective oriented and we can help other signs that are more dispersed to center and focus on tangible goals. A lot of the time, we accomplish this by pressuring them to stick to the unrealistic standards we have set for ourselves, but it couldn't be perfect, could it? Capricorns are ruled by Saturn, which is why I added so many mini Saturns to the illustration. I am the queen of creativity, am I right? Capricorn tend to have a more serious and have a more down-to-earth approach to life that it can make them appear somber and melancholic, which is understandable because we live subjected to all these impossibly high standards that we tend to beat ourselves up every time we fail to stick to them. With all the negativity that Capricorns suffer, it's our own fault. We have brought that onto ourselves. We also need to keep ourselves in check, since more often than not, we fall into that mindset of the goal justify the means, due to our pathological need to always succeed, which is not healthy at all and has granted us a recurring position among the cruelest and more ruthless signs, all the way up there with the Scorpio and Gemini. It might sound like I don't like being a Capricorn, but I do. I really do. I just won't ignore our many flaws. I wanted my drawing also to convey all these characteristics. For instance, the more serious tone with the suit and the suitcase kind of purse, but also the I'm willing to do anything, and I mean anything to succeed look with that clenching claw and the inciting pose. Talking more about the drawing itself. Oh god, I was such an art block when I drew this. This is definitely not my best work, but I felt I needed to do anything just to get out of that block. I don't know if it works for you, but when I'm stuck on an art block, I try to complete any illustration just to get the creative energy going. And that was just what I did there, and it is the reason why I chose it to start my new channel, because it symbolizes sort of a new beginning, or so I felt, I guess. Okay guys, I feel like I have been rambling aimlessly for the past 5 minutes or so, and this video is 11 minutes long. I have nothing else to say. I did not plan for a long video. This video has a life of its own now, so I'm just gonna let it unfold. I'm gonna leave you guys with some music and let you enjoy the rest of the process, and I catch you up with you at the end of the video, so enjoy! Before we finish the video, I just want to give a shout out to big marking markers. These markers can take a beating, you guys. I have been abusing them for over 2 years, and most of them still work perfectly fine. They also blend fairly well, particularly if you choose colors from the same color scheme like I did here when I forgot to show the other marker. But if you see here, I just wanted to have like a sunsetty background from orange to red, so I choose these two colors that are pretty close to each other. I started blending them out, I started laying them, and then I try to blend them out, and they blended wonderfully. I was not expecting that, you guys, to happen, and it did. I am fairly pleased, very pleased with this moment. I think this is the best part of the entire process. As you can see here, no lines whatsoever. It looks so good, and I am in love with it. On this part of the video, you guys, I'm writing Capricorn outside of the shot, which pretty much sums up the entire vibe for this video. That's me having a mental breakdown, thank you very much. And now we have some final shots of the end result. I'm not entirely displeased with the illustration. I think it looks somewhat aesthetically pleasing. It is not my best work, but it's alright, I guess. And, well, You can see it here. We have the color scheme doesn't really match, but it's alright. And that's it for today, you guys. If you like seeing self-deprecating humor, consider subscribing to my channel. That's all. Thanks. Bye. See you on the next video. See ya.